Alright, what up, guys? So, I guess I'll be doing this one solo today. Let me put the volume up a little bit more. There we go. There we go. So, get the pieces going. Whoa, 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 I haven't built that yet. Time out. Where is this? I don't know where I'm at. Did we just skip a whole thing? But yeah, so what up, guys? Oh look, some people here. What's up? What's up? What's up? If you haven't noticed, the kiddo's not here today. Uh, let's see. Did I add these? I don't know where. I don't even know where we're at. But yeah, the kiddo isn't here with me. She's with the mom. Um, so I usually get bummed out whenever she's not here. Um, so time to stay busy, right? So I'm just gonna make her. I'm gonna try to see if I can finish this castle because we've been playing like video games and stuff, and yeah, so it'll keep me busy since I usually, whenever the kiddo is not here, I stay up all night. Uh, but you know, we've been playing video games and we've been like doing so many things right now. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to see if I can finish this because I have no idea what am I like where we even left off. Because this assumes that I already built the orange or something, and I don't even know where anything is at. I'm supposed to build the orange. This thing skipped so many things. So Riley she gets very like I wanna go, I wanna see things move and I'm like, yo man, like I haven't even finished building stuff. So we'll see. So we'll see how it turns out. Because I still need to let's see where we're at. Cause I don't think I even build the arms or anything yet, so like just expect me to just build things. Like, you see, like I'm still building. Yeah, you see, okay, so oh no. So I am guess I'm here. No, so advice: don't ever stop building things because then if you stop, you don't know where to begin. So I'll blame this one on the kiddo because I don't know what I'm doing. Let me see. But but yeah, so we're gonna finish this and hopefully we can just okay, I remember this part. The pain in the butt part. Okay, so this one, that, that's done. That's done. The back part done. So we're right here. Pegs. And I think this is where we are at. I don't know if I have to open another bag, so let's just do it. So oh no. I don't know what bag this is in. me anything? Oh. I don't know what bag this is in. This doesn't tell me the bag that I'm in. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh man, it's gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. It's okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe if I like cheat a little bit. Oh, here we go. Here's a good guy. Big old block. So this one doesn't have it. Ah, we're gonna do something. This one is. Where is this? Okay, see, it has to be this. Alright, so I'm just gonna like. I'm just gonna YOLO this. Okay, I'm gonna do number 8. Alright, I'll figure it out. But yeah, so. We're gonna finish. I'm gonna finish this. That way, when Riley comes home, I can be like surprise, and I can have the whole thing built for her. And then she'll be like, oh my god. I'll be like, oh my god. And we can just play with this. I'm gonna be doing. I downloaded a stop. Yeah. I downloaded an application. It's like a little like stop motion program. And then hopefully, me and the kiddo make stop motion with all these toys. I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube, and there's people that do like the stop motion, and it's actually really really cool. And I already downloaded it, I already bought it, and all that good stuff. So hopefully, me and the kid, and then I'll probably have her do like voiceovers, and just have her do kid stuff. Have her do kid stuff with me, like she's a goofy girl, man. Like she's doing amazing in school. She's always getting like compliments, like whenever I pick her up, or whenever my parents pick her up or whatever, she's always getting like little compliments, little like toys and presents. And then whenever I get the emails from school, they're like, "Oh, Riley's kicking so much butt. She's learning." I'm like, "Of course she is, but like." She's a little bag, So that's kind of why I'm like, oh, let me surprise her, like again, like we haven't been building too much because we've been playing like video games this whole time. Like I bought a whole bunch of video games, man. Like it's not even like ridiculous the amount of video games that I buy for the kiddo. But she kind of deserves it though. So the game that I bought, the last game that I bought was the Untitled Goose Game, and she was a goose, she was a duck, and she was just terrified. She was terrified of being a duck, because it's actually a scary game. Not scary. I'm like a coward anyways, but it's a fun game, and she. So we can do co-op now. There's like a new update. That's kind of the reason what sold me that game on the brother. We can both play instead of having to like fight over the controller. So it's a co-op game. We can be ducks. We can honk at each other and do stuff. So let me see. Hold on. So yeah, it's called Untitled Goose Game. But then you can be a duck, so you can like play with it. Anyways, so me and Rennie were playing this the other day, yesterday actually, or the day before. I don't remember. But I'm like, listen, like you gotta help me, like you gotta like help me steal stuff, you gotta put things back where they go, and all this other stuff. And she was like, no, like, I'm scared, I don't want to. And I'm like, come on, man, like I taught you better than this. But then I started like, she got the hang of it. And she started being a baddie. She started like stealing and like helping me, what do you call it, distract the gardener, I think that was his name. He was helping me distract the gardener, and it was fun. And like I said, that's kind of like the main point of this whole, me and Ryan is that we just bond. We just do silly things, It's like the main goal. Like I don't care about some of the stuff, like even if we just literally don't even accomplish a level. That's like the main goal, cause like she's just laughing, cause you know she's a really good energetic kid, man. So you gotta make her laugh, man. That's the trick to it. It's the trick. Make the kid laugh. And as long as she's laughing and having a good time, and then she wakes up and she's like, hey, remember want to play a duck game? And I'm like, yeah, but you better do good in school. She's like, oh, okay. And then she just wakes up, and she's already like preserved already, or self autonomized, where she just do things already on her own. Cause I have her like on the schedule, so she's already doing everything on her own. Yeah, dude. Yeah, she's like on her own, bro. Like, I don't have to even like, I don't even have to like tell her anything. Like she's just like doing things. Obviously, like sometimes she was like, sometimes she needs to like that little motivation, that little like oomph, like get in there. But she likes it. She has fun. We have fun because you know it's just the two of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But up. Whoa. Okay. So, oh no. Riley will be like, "Don't lose it," and then she'll yell at me. But yeah, this thing has taken way too long to build. Um, Mainly, like I said, it's mainly my fault because I try to find other things to do. What's going on here? So one goes over here like this. But yeah, hopefully this when she comes home tomorrow, she'll just be like, "Did it?" And I'll be like, "You got it, fam. Like we did it. We can actually play." And then I'll probably buy her like another set, and we'll keep building. Like there's like a ghost set, and that's the one that I want. Dude, when I make it to like 1 million billion subscribers, and I have like, yeah, dude, and I'm like getting all that money, like that'll be the cool thing. And then I can buy all the Lego sets that the kid wants. That'll be the cool one. That'll be the goal one day, probably. I don't know. For now, this is just all fun and games, especially during like we're stuck. Like the parks are still closed. Can't even go out. So I always have to find things to do with the kiddo. So the parks are still closed. Let's see. I wonder why this is 3. Okay. But let me see. How long has this been building? I've been building this. I don't. You know what, man? I have no idea. I want to say for like a month or 2. I think that's how long I've been building this. But it's literally been like on and off like 1,000 times. So like, how the hell does this go? What did I miss? What am I doing wrong? So it's like this. Really? No little thingy to hold on? Okay. Alright, hold on. Oh, we're not done building it. Hold on. Let me just focus very quick because I have this part. I have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, me and honestly, it's been taking a while, but that's because you know. Where? Hold on. The middle one. So like this. Hold on. There we go. And then put the little tapita. Yep. This one takes like focus because it's like a little pieces and I don't want to lose it. But I want to say I've been building this one for like a month. There we go. See, it's a little up down, up down, up down. Yeah, let me see. What's up, Tomo? Nice to meet you. Yeah, we're just building Legos, homie. We're just building Legos. What are we doing? Legos. Lego boom booms and boom booms. Listen, buddy. I have no idea what none of that is, but if it's cool, and more importantly, if it's kid friendly, then I'll be down for that. And then I'll be down to buy that. Whatever it is, it better be cool. Is it video game related? Is that what that is? If it's video game related, I'll be like literally all over that, man. There's something about video games that I'm just like, I gotta have it. And then the funny part is Riley's getting like that now. So like recently, right now, all she wants to do is play Mario Sunshine. Bless her heart, because that's like an advanced, super hard game, I believe. You know, I'm terrible at that game. But she's always like, oh, let's play it. And I'm like, buddy, let's play it. Let's do it. But yeah, dude, so hopefully they come up with more cool stuff. Then I have, and yeah, and I mean, hopefully we'll keep doing this. This is fun. Especially when Riley's here. Like I said, Riley's like, Riley is the goofiest kid that I have ever known in my life, man. She is a goofball. I can talk about her literally all day because I've seen her, man. Like me and the kiddo, we've been doing this since we were small, man. Like it's been me and her since God knows how long, bro. Like I'm already used to it, and okay. And I just like having her around. And whenever she's not around, I get really sad. But it goes the other way too, because whenever she comes home, I'm like excited. I'm like, Riley, let me tell you about the stuff that I do. And then sometimes, if she gets dropped off early or anything like that, then I'm like, Riley, we gotta go to like the parks. We gotta go here, there, everywhere. Because that's how I like reset with her. Like, hey, tell me everything. Tell me about life. Tell me about what you're doing. And she's a chatterbox, man. Like she'll talk your ears off. Don't let her fool you, man. She'll talk your ears off. She might be, 4, going into 5, but she'll talk your ears off. Boom. Next. Other chats. Let's see. What are we doing? What are you guys doing for the holidays? So what am I gonna be doing for the holidays? I don't know. That's a good question. I want to take her to Disney for Christmas. I would love to take her to Disney for Christmas. That's something that I enjoy. That's what like me and her do. Like that's our thing. We just go. And then usually I try to surprise her with, hey, like we have like little traditions. We go to like be our guest. We go to the Tony's restaurant because there's Italian in there and stuff like that. Oh my gosh! So before you even went, so the last time or the time before that one, I went to Disney, and one of my best friends. I took her because I needed a photographer. So I took her with me, and I'm like, hey man, like I need you to take like pictures all day, every day, and because again, like it's just me and the kiddo, and sometimes it's just hard for me to do things because the kid needs attention, and I need to buy her things, etc., etc. But the reason why I bring all that up, oh god, stop it. Hold on. This is the focus part. Nope. middle part. This. Yo, am I blind, bro? Like, what's going on here, bro? Like, I just wanna. Okay, there we go. And then the little knock. Hold on, almost done. I have a story, but I kind of forgot. Okay. Boom. So these are little levers, which I'm assuming something happens to jump on them. Oh, so yeah. So the last time I went to Disney, um, sorry, I had snail, escargot. I think that's what it called. It was really something because I've never had them in my life, and I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like a dare or like a yo man, if you try this, I'll try it with you type of thing, you know, or I don't know if she actually enjoyed it or not. Like I don't remember from the top of my head. Uh, but I remember trying it, and it was disgusting. It was terrible. And I think Riley had like, there we go. I think Riley had like the kids menu, so like you know she had the healthy, like I'm not the healthy, but like the good food. She had the good mac and cheese and fruits and stuff like that. And then I had the escargot, and I'm like this isn't as tasty as I think it was gonna be. It was terrible. It was horrible. But I did it. I ate like 2 or 3 of them, just because you know. I mean, first of all, let me tell you guys something. Disney food is expensive. Expensive. And second of all, there's no way that I'm just gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna order something, and then just be like, hey, I'm gonna take a pass on this. Um, there was one time that I went to Disney, and I forgot what restaurant. It's a French or Canadian restaurant. I don't remember on the top of my head. Uh, I don't remember, and I'm trying to remember. I don't know if you guys want to tell me in the chats, on the YouTube or the other chat. Um, it's Epcot. I'm pretty sure it was Epcot because it was like an adult food. And I'm trying to remember the restaurant. But I went there, and I remember spending a lot of money on eating ham and cheese and bread. And then I was really hungry and I wanted something fulfilling to eat. And then I ordered a steak, which was like $1 million, and I'm exaggerating, but it was very, very expensive. And it was like a so listen, man. Like I'm a big guy, bro. Like I can eat. Like if you do not see this, I can eat. And it was like a sample size what they gave me. Okay, so like this. Oh, wrong one. Hold on, give me a second. Want me to do like some advanced stuff, and I'm like, oh. So let's see. So what? So like this. Advanced Legos. Oh wait, does this go like this? I don't know. I'm trying to remember the restaurant, guys, because I really want to like. Whoa. Okay. Anyways, long story short, I ate a lot. I ate a little bit. No, I ate a lot of a little bit, if that makes sense. So I ate a lot of bread, a lot of more bread. So the ham and cheese was like a sample or something. I don't know, man. There was a lot of terrible, smelly stuff on that plate, and I only tasted like 1 or 2 of them before I was like, listen, this ain't flying no more, bro. Like, get this out of my face. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna get a steak because you know steak, and me being the Hispanic, uncivilized person, I'm like, they probably give me, rice or something to like a dish, like not just like a steak. Nah, fam. it just gave you the steak and then like vegetables. And then they were like, "Oh, hey, here, enjoy your vegetables and stuff." And I'm looking at them like, "Buddy, like this can't be it, bro. Like, for the love of God, like you have to give me more than this, bro." And no, that's exactly what I ate, and it was the worst. I think $200 that I've ever spent in my life on food. I paid to literally taste like sample food, and I don't know how I feel about that ever again in my life. So I've been like traumatized ever since about that. So I don't know why I told you that story. I think it was because of the snails, the escargot. Which, by the way, that's probably like the bravest thing I've ever done because I'm a very picky eater. Like I'm a very picky eater. But there we go. Oh, so how does this work? So did I do it right? Okay, this looks right. And then the two little goes like this. Okay. So yeah, so that's kind of like the bravest thing that I've eaten in my life. That's cargo. Do I recommend it? Do I remember how it tastes like? No. Was it terrible? The texture was very. It's a texture that that you kind of want to forget, but you don't want to forget. If that makes sense. This goes here. Where's the blue? It needs a little. Okay. Keep going. But yeah, so hopefully I can take the kid to Disneyland for Christmas. She's been killing it in school. She's been doing amazing, and she deserves it. Like she works hard. Um, so let's see how this goes. This is bananas. Let me see. Let me hold on. Let me read the chats right quick. YouTube, the same dude. The other one. Let's see. Oh, cool. So let's see. PC. Okay, nah. So I had a conversation about this the other day with a couple of friends. They're like, "Oh, you should get a PC and finally, be cool and stream." And I'm like, "Listen, like, I have a lot of equipment in my house, and I've been doing a really good job staying with like the Mac ecosystem or whatever. And I've been liking it, man. I'm gonna make it work. So check it. I was telling you guys the other day. I think it was my test stream or something. But shit. But I already ordered a processor for the iMac, so I'm gonna be updating it. I'm gonna be updating the iMac. Um, so then that way it can run faster. Like I want it to like run because right now it has a dual core or whatever, and I want it to be like a quad core. So I don't know. I'm assuming that more processors can faster things run. I don't know, man. But sometimes things don't work the way we want it to work on the streams, and hopefully this resolves it. I'll probably order more memory or something. But for now, it'll just be like the processor. Oh, and the solid state hard drive and all this good stuff. But no, I don't think I'm gonna be going PC, fam. Like I think I'm gonna make it work with the Mac, bro. One way or the other, it's gonna work. Cause that's how I roll. That's how I do things. Let's see. So long piece goes down here. But yeah, man. So I'm curious to see how this all works because I really want to build this quickly, and I want to kind of build it all together, and then the little pieces, and then hopefully see it in action. Cause like, there's a lot of things that happen here, man. Will I do the stop motion? Yeah, that's gonna be like a side project, dude. Just something work with. Um, what? Yeah, that'll probably be like a little project that me and the kid will do, like together. Um, I think it's gonna be fun. I think she will enjoy that. You know, making the sound effects, and then not only that, but then I'll learn. I'll learn how to do more stuff. Stay busy, right? Like times like this like right now, like when the kiddo's not here with me, like it'll be a good time for me to learn and experiment and just do things. I have an artist. She goes. If you go to Instagram, you can find her. Her name is In Your Face Cake. So In Your Face Cake, and she's been drawing for me for a whole year, every month, and she's been drawing pictures of me and Riley on our day-to-day stuff. And she is fantastic, dude. Like she is such a cool person. She's like amazing. Um, so what was it? I think I found her. She found me. I think I found her, and I messaged her. And I'm like, yo, man, like, I don't remember. It's like already like a year-ish already. But long story short, I'm like, hey, man, like, do you do commission work? Like, what's going on? Like, what's the deal? Like, what broke? Oh my God, did something break? Please don't break. Nothing broke. Oh my gosh. Okay, nothing broke. Whew. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, so I think I reached out to her and I'm like, hey, do you do commission work? I really like your comics. They're funny. They're silly. They're like exactly what I am, like a goofy kind of guy. And then Riley was just turning, or she just turned 2, heading on to, no, yeah, she just turned 2. So has she been drawing for me for 2 years already? Because I already have her 3rd, 4th, no, so 1 year. Because I have, okay, so for 1 year, almost close to 2 years already. And then I told them, hey, listen, like you should draw something cool for me and the kid. You know, like I just went through a divorce and I'm sad. And I just want the kid to know like everything's gonna be fine. And I want this whole house filled with pictures of me and the kiddo. So we came to an agreement, like an arrangement. And, oh, little ones. So we came to an arrangement and she's like, okay, man, like listen, like let's do this. And through her Patreon or whatever, like we set up an agreement where every month she draws me something cool, whatever she wants. Like, you know, usually she'll ask me, like, hey, you got a theme? You got something going on? And, you know, sometimes I'll be like, hey, it's a birthday, or hey, it's Christmas, or whatever the deal is. And then she'll roll with it. Oh, wait, I'm doing this wrong already. There's a little arrow, and I'm pretty sure that arrow means something. And if it doesn't, I'm not gonna mess with it. There's a little arrow. I don't know if you guys can see it. There. Can you zoom in? No, can you zoom down? No, wait. Oh my God, this is so hard. Can you see it? But anyway, yeah, you can kind of see it. There's a little notch. Zoom in. Zoom in. You did it for a second. Ooh. No, if you go down a little bit. Anyways, there's a little arrow right on this notch. Maybe like this. You did it. You zoomed in for like 1 second. Come on, you're smart. Maybe like this? Cause you can kind of see it. Anyways. And I don't want to take any risks. I'd rather just do it right. Oh God. Oh God. Don't lose it. Anyways. So this artist, her name is In Your Face Cake. Amazing, amazing person. And oh yeah, so I was going, so you know, I went through a divorce and I'm like, it's the holidays and I'm like, man, like I wanna let the kid know that everything is gonna be okay, no matter what happens. Like, you know, like we're gonna be fine. So we have a deal that oh, funky. So that's how that works. Interesting. Okay. Oh, there we go. So check this out. So this gear right here moves around in circles, and then it raises the ladder up. Funky. Okay, so okay, I keep saying sidetrack. My friend. So her name is In Your Face Cake, and she draws art for me. So yeah, so I went through a separation and whatever. So for almost 2 years now, she's been drawing me like amazing comics, man. With me and the kiddo, for the most part, just being goofy and like I said, she'll sometimes do themes. I'll be like, hey, like it's her birthday. She'll be like, I got you. Or I'll be like, hey, we just went to like Disney on Ice, and she's like, I got you. And she'll just draw us doing silly things, which is funny because it's like that's all I ask for, like again, going back to like how I am as an individual, like I'm just a goofy guy, bro. Like I don't take things seriously. Like I'm just like all around just having a good time. And knowing that, whoa, why would you do this to me? And then just knowing that I have something like almost like, because I can't draw for anything, bro. Like I'm not creative in that way where, I can just put up my pencil on a paper and magically like stuff happens. Like I'm not creative like that. But it's nice to know that people are like that. And oh, it's kind of loud. There we go. I don't know if that's loud or not. I don't even know. But anyways, but yeah, so this artist draws pictures of me and Riley, and I printed like 4 or 5 of them, large ones, in the house. Oh yeah, and there's another girl that that works with me in my job. I don't know. I don't remember her tag name, like her online name, but she also did like a cool, like goofy cartoon pictures of us, and it was really really cool. So how does this work? And the little fires. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but let me I'm almost done though. I'm almost done with this bag. Cause then I have to. There's a whole Bowser you have to build. Like he's made out of like stones. So this thing rotates, but I don't know what rotates. And then that does something here on these stairs. Whoa. Cool. And then these long ones? Yeah. Give me a second, guys. Let me focus. Cause I can't. I gotta focus for a second. So there should be 2. These one right here. But so yeah, this artist, In Your Face Cake, really cool girl, draws amazing, funny stuff, and so we have made a deal, and she draws for me every month. So every month I get like a image from her, like a comic, of just us being goofy and being, goofy kids. Because one day Riley's gonna look back, and she's gonna be like, "How come you got all these pictures of us, man? Like, like the 2 of us, like we're always doing something silly, we're always doing dumb things. Like, how come you have all these pictures?" And I want to tell her, like, yo, man, like, that's us. Like, that was us when we were kids. Like, when you were a baby. Oh my gosh, guys. 2 more bags. I don't know, wait. 2 more bags. 10, like, 10. No, I need 9. We're almost done. Home stretch. Ugh. Just gotta bunker down and do it. Alright, so. But yeah, where was I going with this story? I don't remember. But yeah, so this year I have like 24, 23 pictures to print out, and I'm gonna print them out so that way I can throw them up in the wall, and be like, hey, right, you check it, man, like surprise for Christmas. I already started doing light Christmas shopping, like very light Christmas shopping. Um, I'm like intrigued by this gear because it moves like the stairs, like spookiness. You don't know what's gonna happen. Um, so yeah, like I started doing light Christmas shopping already. I already bought her like a little Lego box, Mario, something small, and some of the little stuff, nothing big. But one of the things that I wanna surprise her is like, hey, like I just printed out like all of the pictures that you've seen online. I printed them all out, and come check it. Like this is your house, because I remind her, I'm like, hey man, like this is your house, dude. Like this isn't just my house. Like this is your house. Like you do whatever you want to do here, man. So sometimes she'll get like weird ideas. And she's like, oh, I want to paint. I'm like, all right, like, go paint, buddy. Do what you gotta do, man. I I want you to like, express yourself. So then she'll put like stickers all over her door. Um, she's like a little girly girl, you know, like she likes princesses and stuff. But at the same time, like you know, like listen, bro, like she'll get down, bro. Like she'll get like she'll be in the dirt playing with stuff, man. Like I'll leave her outside, or when we go to the park, she's just there like picking things up, and I'm like, bro, like with no fear. I'm like, bro, like this kid is something else. But I encourage that, you know, I'm like, hey, like go explore, like get out there, like, do things, bro. When I was a kid, I explored a lot. Like I was not an indoor kid. I was like all over the place. I was in my friend's house. There's a friend that I knew that had like an alligator in the backyard, dude, in the treehouse. It was cool, man. He just had him there. I don't know if he had a name or not, but he was amazing. And we would be in the treehouse building it and like reinforcing it because it was like 100 years old. But that's kind of like the thing is like you know like that was like our little thing. Like I would go to my friend's house and he had this treehouse that was falling apart. And then every day it's like, hey, we need to reinforce things. We need to put things here so we don't fall down. And it's like, all right, we'll spend the whole day just doing stuff, you know, not being bad. And that's kind of the same experience that I want my kid to have. You know, I want my kid to have like something that she can look back and be like, hey, like I did that. Um, you know, like I managed to go out and I managed to memories. That's the thing, memories. I'm big on memories, and that's kind of like the goal with the kid. Um, and with me, you know, like me and the kid, right? Since it's just the two of us, memories. That's all I want to do with my kid. Is just build as much memories as she can. When she looks back, she can be like, man, like you know, like me and my dad, we did a lot of things. And regardless how the future plays out, you know, at least she can say that I was there, right? Like dad was there, you know, to take her to school, to when she fell down, you know, like I was there, and all this good stuff, you know. I think that's like the most important thing because the kid is already like she knows already, man. Like she knows things aren't normal. Um, but that's kind of like you know your job as a parent. It's like, hey man, like it's okay, you know, like it's okay not to be normal. Like just because you're not normal doesn't mean like there's an issue. You know, like you're just different, which is exactly what you want to be. You don't want to be the same. You want to be different. And hopefully the kid understands that and she learns that and she'll be like, yeah, like there's nothing wrong with being different. You know, like being different is cool. Hold on. Whoa. So this goes like this. Yes. But yeah, that's the goal with Riley. And again, she's a good kid, man. And I try to, you know, the difficult part with all of this is that, you know, like I would like to think I'm like a fun parent. Like I'm not like strict all the times. But sometimes you have to be the parent. You know, you have to go through that experience of like, you know, hey Riley, you can't do that. can't go there, we can't do this today or whatever. And sometimes, whoa, so hold on. There's a weird black piece. This? It just threw like a whole monkey wrench right now. I don't even know. Oh, I'm building the arm. Oh, that's what I'm building. I'm building the arm already. Nice. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So sometimes being a parent is cool. You know, being a single parent is cool. Like, you know, I learned and I adapted and I figured out how to do things. You know, yeah, dude, single dad, bro. Like there's nothing wrong with it, man. Like you can do it. Um, and at least for me, I try to be like the fun parent. You know, the one to be like, hey, man, like, hey, righty, like let's do things. You know, let's get out there and let's have some fun and you know whatever it takes, right? How in the world does this go? Do I got the right one? Wait. Oh, bro, these people are smart for these. So yeah, so you know, like the kid always gonna remember like the good times. You know, like oh, me and the dad went to the beach, went to the park, we went shopping, we went to Disney, we went here, there. Like life is all good. But then the other hard part is like when you have to discipline because she thinks that it's always a good time, man. You know, you kind of have to like reset expectations and be like, hey, kiddo, you know, like I'm your best friend, and you know I'll ride or die for you. But before I'm your best friend, like I'm your dad, bro. And that attitude you got going on, or that whatever, it's not gonna fly, bro. So make your move, or you know, make your move because what's gonna happen is you're gonna be in timeout. And Riley will challenge you, man. Like she won't care, man. She'll literally throw herself on the floor and cry. You know, she's a kid, man. Like she's 4. Like God knows what a 4-year-old thinks. So I think goes here. I have a feeling this contraption goes here. This is gonna like shake the world up. Um, but anyways, but yeah, parenting. Like sometimes parenting is not all sunshines and daisies. And sometimes it's hard, and sometimes you're the bad guy for the day, and sometimes it's hard because you know your kid looks up to you. She expects you to like be like the fun energy, and then you like betray her trust. You betray her little trust when she looks at you and she's like, "Whoa, like my dad. I don't know why is my dad acting like this all of a sudden." And it's like, "Hey kid, remember like before I'm your best friend, before I'm like your ride or die or whatever, I'm your father." And that's the hard part because like I think I only had to this you know because I don't believe in hitting my kid and I've never hit my kid ever in my life. I definitely didn't enjoy it when I was a kid, and you know I'm just like screw that. Um, but again, I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna be one of those parents that the kids just walk all over you. Like it's not gonna happen in a million years. So you know, I put her in timeout. You know, I put her in. I'm primarily put her in timeout. Like that's what I do. I'm like, hey, Riley, like you wanna act like a baddie? Like, all right, bro. Like let's go to timeout. And she'll holler and she'll scream and you know. Oh damn, another piece. Hold on, I gotta put this here. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I'm nothing. Just impatient. Boom. So then there's gonna be a little gear lever that's gonna do this. Aha. Okay. Anyways, So the other day I had to put her in timeout. Like I was like, hey kid, like what's your deal, bro? Like are you gonna listen to me? Or I think it was over showering or something. Like first of all you talk to her, hey, you gotta shower, man. Like stink, bro. You just came home and you smell bad. Like let's go. What are you doing? And she'll be like, no. I'll be like, all right, cool, man. Like I'll give you your time. You have the right to say no, and that's cool. But then you gotta give the kid an ultimatum. Like, hey kid, like I understand you told me no. I respect you. I respect your wise decision to make a choice. But I'm gonna ask you again like in 2 minutes, and I better get a different answer. And then I think I left it there because she was like playing or whatever. And I went to go pick up the house, like a little bit of the house here and there, just light pickups. And I'm like, all right, ready? Like, come on, kid. Like, let's go shower. And like my happy-go-lucky attitude. Like, let's go shower. She's like, no. But she gives me that look, that determined no, where it was like a no means no. And I'm like, okay. So then I kind of have to go and hit her with the 1-2s with the Hispanic. I'm like, Riley, pause. I'm like, I said we have to shower, so get ready. We're gonna go shower. And that was the trigger where the meltdown happened. And I'm talking about full blown meltdown where she just like puddled into the floor and just cried. And in my living room, in the living room, and I'm just like, did this just happen? Like is are you crying because I'm asking you to take a shower? And and she's literally giving it her all. She's literally giving it her all when it comes to the crying. What am I doing? Here? Here. So she's literally crying bloody murder. And I'm like, all right, fam, like I got this. So I went ahead and I'm like, let's go. Like enough is enough. Like you told me no. Like whatever. I'm like, but at the end of the day, like you're gonna shower. Like I don't care. And damn, what piece is this? Oh, this piece. So hold on. Because there's similar pieces that look the same and they're slippery. Nah, man. Nah, dude. So, I'm like, let's go to the shower. I already had the shower already prepped and everything, And I was like, let's go, man. So I literally like stripped it down, put her in the shower, and I gave her one of those like 5 minutes, like, go, like, let's go. Like 5 minute showers, washed her hair, washed her, lathered her up, and just like, let's go, let's make it quick. But then the whole time she's like crying, and she's crying like the long set boogers with like drooling and like the whole nines, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is disgusting. And I'm like, Riley, are you okay, bro? Like, all I asked you is to take a shower. So she's like crying bloody murder. And I finished the shower like in 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, we're done. And then I took her to the room, in her towel. I brushed her hair. And then I'm like, Riley, like, we're done showering. We're done. I skipped a bunch. Oh, a long piece. This one. So like this. I think I skipped the whole step. So like this. Okay. So look at the arm. Check it. So I'm pretty sure I'm missing one piece, but this is like this arm. Anyway, okay, back to my story. So she screamed bloody murder. She's like, I don't want to take a shower. I gave her a shower regardless, and I'm like, hey, like we're done. Like, what's the issue? So while I'm brushing her hair, she's like winding down from like the crying, which I don't understand. I'm like, dude, like you take showers every day. Like, what happened today? Like, what's the difference between today? And is it a gray one? It's a black one with the weird shape. No way it could be these. Hold on, guys. I'm going blind right now. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'll tell you one thing. If I have to build, is that gray or black? No, that has to be. So wait, hold on. Is it under here? I'm missing a cover. What did I do? What? Hold on, guys. Yeah. Oh wait, is it this? Bro, how is that black? Oh, okay, okay, never mind. I'm just stupid. Okay, cool. Okay, no, I'm fine. But yeah, so I'm brushing her hair because sometimes her hair gets like a disaster, and like one like a minute or two after her hair's done, I'm like, hey, like, you want to talk about it? Like, why are you sad? Why were you crying? And she's like, I didn't want to take a shower. And I'm like, fair enough, Riley. I'm like, like sometimes I don't want to do things either. But at the same time, like, oh wait, this goes up. This goes up. Wait. So like this. There we go. There you go. Look, check it. There's this little hand. I think goes like this. It's gonna swivel like this. So yeah. So anyways, sorry. So I'm like, hey, like, why were you crying? Like, what happened? Like, what's the deal? She's like, oh, I didn't want to take a shower. And I'm like, right? Like, I understand you don't want to take a shower. And, I don't want to force you to do anything that you don't want to do, because, if you don't want to do something, you can just tell me. Like, there was one time I'm like, hey, you want to go to the park? And, she loves going to the park. And then she's like, no. So then I'm like, hey, like, let's just go. And then maybe when you get to the park, you'll like it. Okay, cool. So now the arm goes here. Aha! Boom! Check it. Now I gotta build the whole thing again for the second arm. God, we should have done. What happened? So this is going down. So we'll just. Damn, I gotta do this whole thing again for the next arm. It's alright. I can turbo this. But yeah, anyways. So I told them, hey, like, how come you didn't want to take a shower? Like, let's talk about it. Like, what's going on? She's like, oh, I didn't want to. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, I understand that sometimes you don't want to do things, right? Riley right now, she's taking showers on her own. Like, she's being more independent, which is great because that's kind of what I want her to do. I want her to be independent and start doing things on your own. But I told her, I'm like, but Riley, I'm like, that there's rules and there's things that we have to do every day. When the kid is with me, every day is, we study, we do homework, we play, we read, we eat. We do things every single day. And with the routines, because I'm a big believer with routines. And especially with a kid that's like just they don't know anything. She's still 4, like she still needs that 100% structure on life because she's just looking to you like, yo, man, like, like I'm just a kid, man. Like I don't know anything, bro. So it's my responsibility to make sure that hey, like you gotta go do your homework, you gotta step up, you gotta do this A, B, and C. Outwards. So she told me straight up. She's like, "Oh, I didn't want to," and I'm like, "Really? But what about if you don't take a shower and then you get your clothes dirty, or you don't take a shower and then you stink?" And I'm like, "Do you want to go to school smelling and being stinky?" And she just thought it for a minute. She's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay, well then you have to shower then, because then now you're gonna go to school stinky, and then the kids are gonna make fun of you, and then you're gonna be that kid where everyone is like, you stink." And I'm like, "Do you want your kids or your friends to tell you that you stink?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay then, baby." I'm like, "So we have to shower." So then she kind of like stayed quiet for a minute. So I'm assuming that she's like processing everything in her brain, like, man, like, like my actions has consequences. Like, oh no. And I gave her her time to think it over. And I'm like, because at some point, I believe everyone in the existence of the human race um, challenged their parents at some point. We were just like, "Yo, man, like, get out of here. You don't know things." Um, but that's kind of what growing up is, right? Like, you challenge things, and it goes back to just like, like this is like this, yeah. And it goes back to like, just like, hey, like the kid is still learning, man. Like, and I'm not always gonna be the good guy, and I'm not always gonna be the fun dad. I'm not always gonna be number one dad and like number one best friend dad in the world. Like, I am. Sometimes I have to be the father, and you know do the ugly part. Um, but it's at the same time though. It's like I'm glad that it's me because I have an extreme amount of patience. Like the kiddo is with me. Like Riley, she's with me all the time, and I already know her antics, what she likes, what she doesn't like, what she does, where she goes. Like, how does she like? I can literally tell you her schedule like throughout the whole day because it's like she's with me all the times, and like whenever something is off, whenever she doesn't do something that I know that she'll do 100% of the time, I kind of have to like question that and be like, "Hey, kid, like, you okay, bro? Like, want to talk about it?" And I feel like that'll in the long run set the expectations where it's like, "Hey, man, like you can talk to me, like you can tell me things if something's wrong, if you're sad or whatever, like." Like as a dad, that's your job. As a parent, that's your job. Um, to be there for your kid. Like not just be there when everything is a okay, but like be there when things are not a okay. And I think that's the main thing that Riley is starting to see. Like the kiddo, like she's starting to see that when things are not going okay, when things are whatever, like when she starts to feel or get emotional, like she'll talk to me. And in the beginning, she was shut down. She wouldn't say anything. She'll just almost be like a little mute. She just won't say anything. And I'll encourage her, be like, "Hey, Riley, like, talk to me, fam. Like, what's going on? Like, I'm here for you. Like, like you can talk to me. Like, you can tell me what's up. Like, what's going on, brother?" And in the beginning, she would just like shut down. Like, she wouldn't tell me anything. But slowly but surely, though, she's opening up where she's like, "Hey, Poppy," and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, kiddo?" She's like, "I'm kind of sad today. Like, I'm sad." I'm like, "Hey, like, why are you sad?" And I'm like, "Oh, because today's Wednesday." Because she's learning the days of the week in school, which is amazing. Like, this private school that she's in is like every penny is worth it. Every penny is worth it. The education there that she's getting is like blowing my mind, and it's worth it all, bro. Like, I don't care. Like, I do not care the cost of that, bro. Like, I think that was the clutch. Clutchiest clutch, 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 clutch. But then she's already learning. She's putting two and two together. She's like, "Oh, today's Wednesday," and because usually I call her throughout the day, because she's like, "Yo," she's like, "Dad." I'm like, "Hey, what's up, kiddo?" She's like, "I'm here. Like, talk to me. How was I'll tell her how's your day, how was school, what did you learn, the whole nines. Let's go down here. So then I usually call her throughout the day, and then she already knows that on specific days she's not here, and then you can already see her whole demeanor when she's just like oh, like it's time. And it's like, I'm sorry, kiddo. But she's starting to read. She's starting to understand feelings. You know, sad, happy, angry, and those are pivotal points. And I believe those are pivotal points in a development of a child where you have to be there because you don't know because a kid doesn't know like they don't know how to control their anger. You know, it's almost like it's almost like X-Men style. Like they don't know their powers. Like they gradually learn throughout their life and stuff. Like, especially now they barely even know how to wipe their butts. So, you know, she's like, oh, I'm sad. I don't, you know, and I'm like, oh, baby, what's that? Why are you sad? And she'll just stay quiet because she knows that she's not coming home today. And I'm like, oh, you know, is it because you're not coming home? And she'll just shake her head. And I'm like, hey, kid, like, listen, like, I'm sorry. I'm like, but I'm like, think about how happy you're gonna be when you do come home. And then, you know, she starts thinking. You can see the gears on her head, like thinking about it, where it's like, oh, snaps, like, you know, it's not like permanent. Like, I'm gonna come home, and then you can see like her whole demeanor just like changes. And I'm like, yeah, you see, kid, like, you're coming home. You're not staying anywhere. Like, this is your house. Like, you're coming home. Like, it's just temporary. Um, so then that's why and then when I pick her up again, you know, she's like, hey, like, daddy. And I'm like, yo, what's up, kid? And then she'll just tell me everything. Oh, you know, I did this, I did that. School was this, and stuff like that. And then which makes me happy because like all I want is what's best for the kid. So that's kind of what it's going on right now. Where today when I called her, she was like a little sad, a little like down. But she already knows. In school, they're teaching her absolutely everything, man. Like, if she's not if she's not like a like doctor, like she doesn't get like a PhD in like calculus or something by middle school, then I failed as a parent. But the school that she's going to is like very, very like they go ham on the education, like no messing around. And you know, they're learning things really, really fast. And not only that, but because of COVID, the classes are like small, they're really tiny and stuff. So she gets a lot of like one-to-one individual attention, which is great. And bro, this piece, I can't believe I didn't find this piece. It took me forever. Um, but it's great because I'm just happy at the fact that Riley can just like she's expressing herself. Like she's already learning and feeling out her feelings, and that just makes me happy because it's like so this goes down like this. Damn, did I skip this? Oh snap! Oh, look at this. That whole piece was just there, sitting on my lap. Oh, I see what happened. Stop moving. Stop moving. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of like, and that's kind of what I was going back and saying, like, you know, like me and the kid, like the relationship that we had is like, I wouldn't trade it for the world, dude. Um, you know, yes, it does suck. Being a single parent does suck, especially when you have to do everything on your own. But there's nothing, and there's nothing that I learned that there's nothing that I can do on my own, bro. Like, and I'm happy at the fact that you know it sucks that I wasn't like in a position to choose whether I wanted to be like a single dad or not. Um, but the fact, oh, I get it. So this goes like this and it goes and it kills Mario. Okay, I got it. So can let me see. So the arms. So this is a lever. This goes. So let me move the arms out the way. So these are levers. So I'm assuming they go there, but if they go here, so this is gonna go like down. There's supposed to be some, but if the arm hits it, then Mario flies away. So smart, bro. I'm still loving this piece. Like, this is just like fantastic. This blows my mind. But yeah, man, that's the thing with the kiddo, man, and hopefully, um, hopefully, she'll come home fast, and I already have a couple of events and things to do in the weekend, cause that's all we do too. Like, we just go out all the time. So like me and the kid, like I said, like I had the privilege of being out on a bicycle and like exploring the world and everything like that. And then hopefully one day Riley meets friends where she can be like, oh, I want to do this, I want to ride bike, I want to get lost in Miami. But until that moment comes, like hopefully I can be. Oh wait, oh my god, what did I do? Oh no, wait. Yo man, this is gonna be. Huh. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it kind of moves a little. I don't know if that's what's supposed to happen. I don't know anything right now. I'm scared. Okay, whoa. Where are these pieces at? Where where are these pieces? There's asking for pieces that weren't in the bag. So tell me I have to open 10 already. Right? Let me see. So like a little omelette. Oh yeah, it is. So there's supposed to be 3 in them. Let me see. Oh yeah, look, I'm supposed to open 10. Damn, they didn't even tell me to open 10. Like, what the hell, bro? Like, gosh, what's your problem? As Riley likes to say. Alright, so, and this is the last bag, and if this is done, then you know what? I'm just gonna throw this. If this is the last bag, and if this is not done right now, then I'm just throwing it all away, and I'm gonna be like, sorry, Riley. Like, Bowser just decided to go home. Oh my god, there's a whole bunch of little gray pieces. That's okay. We'll power on. We'll power through. Okay. This piece. Where do you want this piece, you robot? So here, right? Going. I'm gonna do it. Yes. 1, 2. Bam. Cool. Hold on, guys. Let me just focus. I need to focus. God, I hope I'm doing this right. Doesn't feel like it. Oh yeah, I'm doing it right. But yeah, so that's kind of what the deal is with me and the kiddo, man. Like, just family, man. Family is the most important thing in the world. And anyone who knows me, and anyone who, and for the like the people in the chat, because everyone's blowing it up. They're like, oh, like they give me situations and stuff, and I don't want to get too personal or anything, but like, if anyone knows me, like, they grew up with me, they know that family is important, and you never give up on family. You never just abandon or just like, yo man, like, enough is enough. And that's something that hopefully one day the kid will see, like, we were there, man. We were there through the thick and thin. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Okay, let me scroll up. People, like, the YouTube chat is like quiet, like, cause barely. But then like on the other chat, you guys on the Discord, you guys are just like whatever. Let me see. How's Riley in school? Yo, man, listen. One of the first warnings, or one of the first things that I ever told those people over there is, they're like, oh, what does she eat? Like, what does she like to eat? And I said, everything. And like Riley will eat everything. So good luck. And that's another thing, like, I never really gave her an option of what she wanted to eat or not. It's like, hey, here's food, and if you don't eat it, then you go hungry, bro. Like, it is what it is. And I don't know if that sounds cruel or anything, because I don't think it's cruel telling your kid like, yo, like you gotta eat what's there, but what's the payoff? Like, what's the end result? Well, the kid now the kid eats everything. Like, there's nothing that the kid won't eat. Like, she's like Kirby. She's like Kirby. She just eats and doesn't stop. And you have to like, yo, stop. Like, stop eating things. You're gonna get fat. What piece is that? Oh my god. It's like a weird angle. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It's like here it is. Look. Check this piece out. It's like, can I get it? It's like a weird angle. See, it's like a weird little angle. Oh wait, come on, I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I'm just showing Legos and you look, there it is. There's a good angle. See, it's like a weird angle piece. And I'm supposed to put this like, it's supposed to flush, so like this. See, like, it's like, but why wouldn't they do that since the beginning then? Like, why wouldn't they just do that one piece? Like, why do this piece first and then grab some like freaking level 45 level piece and just like, I don't know, man. Apparently the people who build these things, like, there's only like a couple of like Lego engineers in the world who are like, who went to school and they're like certified to like come up with this stuff. And it's like, yo, man, like, I don't want to do that. But then they're gonna be like, oh, let me see your resume, and I'll be like, oh, never mind. Like, I just work with computers. But it's crazy, and I don't even know how they come up with these stuff, man. Like, but I'm in the home stretch, so hopefully there's nothing more complicated to it, because I'm already stuck. Like, is this the piece? Is this like the big piece, or is this like a little piece? It looks like a little piece. Is it this piece? 2 piece? No. All right, let me see. Nope. Go back. Nope. See, it's one hole. It has to be this one. Even though. Alright, bro. I'm gonna do it. Oh, oh. It's this piece. There we go. Trying to trick you. So, in the bottom here. Legos is cool and all, but sometimes they get you, man. Like, they just trick you. Look at this, man. What am I even doing right now? What piece is this? What would they even call these type of pieces? They're like little wings now. Yeah, but yeah, so that's the thing with. Oh, so let me go back to this guy's question. School. So yeah, Riley's school is like intense, bro, and they go ham in their educations, which is great because I'm not a smart guy. School wise, I've never been the smart guy. I was always a class clown because I always wanted attention. So that's how a lot of my friends know me in school. They're like, oh yeah, like Chia was a cool guy, Carlos was the funny guy, we always hanged out, and it was like, we always had adventures and stuff, and like, when it came to like grades and stuff, it was like, like, oh man, let me scrape the bottom of the barrel, because if not, then, how am I gonna explain that to my parents when I come home with an F? So I had to come up with all sorts of ways to like, hey, what's the answer to number 1? And it's terrible. And I hope Riley's not like that. I hope Riley is a smart person and she develops good habits for learning. Because it'll be the worst thing in the world if she turns out like me school wise. And I hope not, man. Um, Another love piece. I have a feeling. Scratch that feeling. I thought I was gonna have to do two of the same. So I'm like, let me play it smart. But no. But yeah, but so far Riley's been doing good. The teacher's been saying that she's been like kicking butt. That she's like, doing schoolwork perfectly fine. Like she's learning. She's learning ASL. She's learning like a whole bunch of things. And then the best thing, and this is the important part. When she gets home after school, she's excited to like share things with me. Like she wants to share things with me. Um, what she learned in school, what did they do, what did they learn, what projects are they working on, and then whenever they, they're like, hey, like this is your work, you can take it home, you know, when I pick her up, she's like, hey, this is what I did, check this out, and I'm like, whoa, like, like you say, you be the kid's number one hype man, and she sees that because every day she'll be like, look what I did, or look what I learned, or this is what I sang, or whatever the case. And I'm like, dude, that's amazing. Like, let's sing it together. Like, show me. Like, like, hey, teach me. And then something that I've been doing for a very, very long time is like, I'll be wrong on purpose. I'll call a dog a cat, and I'll call a cat a dog or whatever. And then she takes joy in correcting me. She's like, no, like, that's not a dog, that's a cat. And I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. But I'm like, you're right. And the cat goes, meow. And she'll be like, no. I mean, I'll be like, oh, the cat goes, oh, shit. She'll be like, oh, the cat goes, ruff, like bark. And then she'll be like, no, like the cat goes, meow. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, like show me. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know anything. You have to teach me. And then she'll just get really happy and she'll start like teaching me things, which is like the cutest thing in the world. But it goes back to like, like you gotta be your kid's number one hype man, bro. You gotta like, Riley, like teach me, bro. Like I gotta learn these things, and you're the teacher. And they take so much pride. Like at least the kiddo, she takes so much pride knowing that she's the one teaching you. Like, like I know something you don't know. You're supposed to know everything, but you don't know. Like, haha. And then secretly, I'm like, like, all according to plan. But those are the little cheats, man. Oh, here it is. Those are the little the things and the funny part is that stuff like this, like no one taught me. Like, like it's true. When you become a parent, there is no guide on how to be a parent, which is scary. Like they have guides and they have like, things for everything, but there's no guide in how to be a parent. Like, wait, why is this gray? It's supposed to be the same color? Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. So, I don't know if I'm like ADD or whatever it's called, but like sometimes it's hard to see things, and I'm like, whoa, maybe I'm getting old, man. Like that's another thing. Like I'm getting old. Oh, it goes here now. Oh, okay. So here. I've been realizing that I've been building a lot of things off camera. Which just shows you how terrible I am at these things. It's alright though. Practice makes perfect, right? Like you practice and you get better at things. What was I saying? But oh yeah, so parenting, like there's no books on how to be a parent, bro. Like that's the scary part. Imagine that, like there's no like there's books, but they're like more like guides and like, oh, like this is how you what people, normal statistical people have done to like raise kids, and it's like, yeah, like what about my kid? Like she's not statistical, she's just a goofball. Like, is there a book for goofs? Um, and that's the funny part too. That it's like they're like, good luck. That. Listen, man. When when we got kicked out of the hospital, because eventually they kick you out. They're like, hey, like thank you so much for giving birth here. Yeah, get out. You're on your own. I remember when the kiddo was born. That first night, like I spent it crying because Riley was crying and I didn't know how to make her stop. And I immediately Riley was like, I think she was like 6 hours old or less than that. And she wouldn't stop crying. And like they brought her in here. They brought her in the room. They're like, hey, this is your kid now. And I'm like, oh god, like this is it. Like this is the reality of what it is. Like, like this is yours now for the next 18 years. Like this is your kid. And then I'm like, okay, I got this. But like, um, and then that first night, like she started crying. And I'm like, what do I do, bro? You gotta help me out, man. Like, throw me a bone here. And she wouldn't stop crying, bro. And I immediately felt like a loser. And I started crying. And I didn't know how to make Riley stop crying. I was like, what am I doing wrong? And then, like, 5 minutes into Riley crying and wouldn't stop crying. Oh shit, I got a text message and I feel bad then. So, I don't know. Apparently, the Heat. I'm not a big basketball fan, but apparently the Heat are playing or something, and they're doing bad. So I'm just like, are they doing good? Are they doing bad? Like, what's the deal here? But but yeah. So that first night, like, I didn't know, poor Riley. Like, I felt immediately like I was a loser. Like, bro, like, I don't know how if I can't even do this with a 6-hour old baby. Like, how am I gonna do this for like, you know, when I take her home, when I have to take her home, like, bro, like, Lord help me. Um, and I think that was I think that was the scariest moment of my life, um, up to that point. Um, I need to start building things more over here. I'm gonna make an effort. But nope, they lost. The Heat lost, guys. I don't know what to tell you. If there's any Heat fans out there, I'm sorry, but they lost. Sorry, not sorry, I guess. Alright, so this piece, this humongous piece, goes here. And if this thing decides to stick, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, so, what am I doing wrong? Just want you to. There we go. Boom! Alright, we're getting somewhere. This is exciting. But yeah, so again, so that first night, like I was like, right, like the kiddo, and then the kid was like crying, and I'm like, bro, what am I doing wrong? Like, please, like somebody, anybody, just tell me what to do. But then the kid came home that night. Like we drove home, and I made a, I made a, I made a. Hey, like I need to learn how to do everything when it comes to like with the kid. Like I need to learn how to change diapers, bottle, change. You know what was the scariest thing for me was changing her clothes, man. Bro, that was the scariest thing for me, changing an infant's clothes when they have those little onesies and their arms going. Like, bro, every like 5 minutes I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna break her arm. Oh my gosh, something bad is gonna happen to her. And then I would like start panicking, and then I'm like, sometimes you just gotta do it. Man, you're like, you gotta like Leroy Jenkins this and be like, nah, like, you got this, bro. Like, we can do this. Oh, sorry. So I'm gonna build it over here. I caught myself. So I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna change your clothes. And I got pretty good at changing diapers pretty quick. I'm gonna give myself props. I when it came to changing her diapers and stuff like that, like I was pretty. I caught on pretty well. Um, Same thing with showering and same thing with feeding and burping. The I don't want to say the hardest part was the nighttime because I've always been a light sleeper. Like I've always gotten up really early to do things, whatever. Um, but I used to come home and just handle the night part. I'll come home from work late. I would do the dishes. I would wash all the bottles and everything, and I'll be like, all right, now it's time for like the nighttime session. And then I remember I would be in the couch with Riley, and even then, when she was like the tiny baby, like they had like the little pillow that goes on your waist and your stomach or whatever, and the bumbo, nah, I don't know what's it called. I forgot. Um, Sorry, but it goes around here, and then I remember being rocking her all day long and the whole night, and then like feeding her like every 2 hours, like the little formula bottles. Um, like those are fun times, man. Like I look back at it now, and I'm like, bro, like how did I ever do this? Like I must have been either excited or terrified, about having a little baby in the house. But looking back, it's like, bro, like I did all that, bro. Like I managed to work, come home, make sure I used to stay up all night, the kid with me, rock her down, and then throughout the day, like I would go back to work again. Like it was hard. It was really, really hard learning how to do all of that. And sometimes you don't get the support that you need, and sometimes you don't get the help that you need when it comes to stuff like that, which is fine because you look back on it and it's like, bro, I wish I had more support. But then, you look back and it's like, bro, like because I didn't get the support, you kind of had to do it. And yeah, that's how I learned how to do a lot of the things like change diapers and bottles and something that I was a big fan of. When Miley was an infant, a baby, was like I would take her out, like to the parks. I would take her to like locations and just do things. Um, I personally don't like being home all day. I like being out and about. And how does this even go, bro? So it's a little piece that comes out. So let me see. Sorry, caught myself again. So I'm trying to put this piece here. It's almost like carpets. I don't know how much. Oh, there we go. Is it? So this bit, it's like circles on top of circles. And then flip this around. But so I love spending time with Riley when she was a baby because I would have I would go out to the mall. I would go out to like shop. I would go to do things, and I would bring Riley with me. Like she'll be like, "Nah, let's go, fam." And the whole process of oh wow, so let's go here. Oh, so I'm trying to. There we go. Let me see. Can you guys see it? The little fun part of the castle. Um, so yeah, that's kind of one of the things that I would do with my kid is that I would just take her out, like come with me, come explore things with me, like come live life with me out there, like not just being home all day. I don't like being home all day, and that's something that I don't want my kid to be home all day, even though nowadays you kind of have to. But when she was growing up, like we would go to like the gardens, and just explore, man. Let her walk, let her fall down. Like I remember, I remember I kind of like I took her to like the gardening, like the parks and stuff like that, where she and I think I took her there for like a month straight or something like that, where it was like every day I was like, come on, let's learn how to walk, let's learn how to do things. You know, like just leave her on her own and let her explore however she wants. Um, and I think that's a big, and I think that developed like that stuck with her, where now she wants to do stuff like that, and she's like, I want to explore my way, you know, do things my way, which then sometimes it's like, hey, you know, like sometimes you can't get it your way. um, but I wouldn't have traded in any other way. Like she's the coolest, and I miss her. You know, like it's never easy whenever she's not here. It doesn't get easier. Some people will be like, "Oh, it'll get easier," and I'm like, "No, it doesn't." But if anyone knows me and everyone knows who I am, then they know I'm a survivor, man. I've uh, I've came back hundreds of times from the bottom, and it's like what I do best, man. Just pick myself up, roll with the punches. There we go. His other eye. Did I do this wrong again? How did I do this wrong? How did this eye go then? No. Damn it. Wait. Maybe I can finesse this. Wait. I can do this. I can fix this. Oh, I can fix this without having to resort to going back to square one. Haha! Yeah. So this is his eyes. I don't know. Wait, let me see. These are his eyes, nose, bridge. We're getting there. We're getting there. Bowser's. Oh snap! His eyes fell out. That's fine. Let's see. How long have I been streaming? An hour and 38 minutes. I'm just trying to finish these. So when Riley comes home, she's like, "Oh," and then I'll be like, "Yeah, like we did it. Oh, there's two of them." But yeah, man, that's the key to parenting. Sometimes you just gotta do it, man. Just do it. Boom. What time is it? It's 12 o'clock, and I should be done pretty soon. And once I'm done, then I have to figure out the mechanical part of this because I built this, but I don't know what I'm doing. As always. Wait, what? What did I do wrong? Ow. There we go. His little horns. Okay, so we're done. Alright. How do I operate this? That's what I want to know. There we go. Let's see. How do I operate these things? Okay. Okay. Alright, so still need to learn how to build. Wait, maybe this will teach me. Oh, you gotta put his arms down. Ah. Wait, so wait. Ah. Okay, so Bowser goes here. So let me get Mario. This is kind of interesting now. Okay. Where's Mario? Ah. Okay. Okay. So let me try to make space here because I have to finish building the world. But essentially, you go. Once he falls, 1, 2, 3. So he has to be here. And this for Mario, he falls there. Got it, homie. So damn, this has to be strong because you have to go hiya, hiya. And then this part, which is the reason why his shell is always like high up there. No wonder it was really weird. And then you go, you put Mario here, you go, ha. He falls down, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you win! The video is like the guy's like struggling to knock him down. Okay, cool, so let's see. Let's build this whole contraption down. Oh my god, alright, we're gonna do this. We're building this whole thing, one by one. Boom, what do I do? Okay, so arms down. Okay, so... Wait. I know that part. Ah! Okay, so... Okay, so I have long parts. So I need long pieces. Alright, so my backup. Ugh. Okay, so... So I only have... That's okay. Let's go back. So I'm only gonna have a long one here. So a long piece here, and I'll just have a shorter piece here. Because you use what you got, buddy. Sorry. Long piece, short piece. So on this side is this piece. Oh, oh, almost cussed too. So we can put this. We can put that there. And up there. Okay, not that part. And this piece. Oh man, I think I'm gonna need. This is the one with the ghost. Oh, so I will need this long piece. Okay. No biggie. That's fine. We make things happen here, bro. So, yeah. Alright, so ghost part goes at the end. Let's see, can I go a little bit closer? Yeah, there. Alright. And then this part will go up here. That. The mechanics to this ghost was really, really good. Like the gear mechanics to that was really funky, bro. And then one of the castle walls go here. Yo, what am I listening to? This is such a good jam. Mario Galaxy. Alright, I don't remember that. Okay, boom, what's next? Castle. Boom. Castle. Oh, wall. Nope, backward. Shoot. There we go. There we go. Other castle. Castle wall. Boom. Next. A little. A tiny. Oh shit. Here. Okay. Which is, oh, okay. This entrance one. With the fire pointing out. So, like this. Oh no, the little fire came out. Okay. Nothing that cannot be fixed. Oh, bro, this is so sensitive. Oh my god, I'm like scared. There we go. Right. Alright, cool. Cool beans. Another piece. Oh man, I'm an idiot. One piece. One piece. Oh my god, this is humongous. And then this red piece with the black part coming down. Alright, Bowser, big boy, stays here. Wait, so how does this? Okay, so the dry Koopa fool come over here, and he will stand here. There we go. The fire dude will go here, just sitting there, menacingly. What did I miss? I missed one. The fire guy goes there. That's it. We're done. Anything else? I wonder what this does. What does this piece do? There's nowhere that says what this piece does. And it looks important. I don't know what this piece does. Let me see. Because this was early on in the build. Nope. This was here. So yeah, but I think we're done, man. I think we are legit done. We got some extra pieces, which we always get, because you might lose some, or we'll just put it in our handy bag. But I really want to know what this piece is. And I have a feeling that it's somewhere where you can do something, and I don't know what it is. There it is. I really want to know what that piece does. Maybe if I look it up, orange, let's see. Let's see. Mario, Lego, Bowser, set, orange, piece. I need to know. So this is the part that I'm talking about. It's like a little stick, and I can't be the only one that doesn't know what that piece does. Look, you see, like it's there. Let me see. Maybe there has. I cannot be the only one that. Huh. So it's on there. Maybe it's on the Amazon review because it says it right there. It shows it. But like, is this for Mario? Like for him to like jump around? No, because he needs a sensor on the bottom. So I need to know what that piece does. It's right there. Seeing it. Maybe it's on the box? It'll tell you. Or is that for that piece? Fives are on. Yeah, I have no idea. It literally shows nowhere what to do with that piece. And I don't want to be the only person. See? Let's see. I'm looking at the pictures to see if there says anything else. Alright, let's see. So this is a brick separator. Oh. Alright, so let's see. So what is this orange piece off to the side in the picture of the build set? Hi there. That's a tool we call a brick separator. If you put down a piece in the wrong spot, or if you want to take apart your set before building it again, this tool gives you the leverage you need to pull apart those trickier pieces. So perfect. So this is to like, if you are an idiot and you mess up, you poke things around. Got it. This was really helpful. So let's see. There has to be more questions. Let's see. No? Okay, cool. So at least we know this is for fixing. This is fixing. Alright, cool. Alrighty guys. So with that being said, this whole piece is done. We're done. And I think Riley's gonna love this. She gets to make noise. Yeah. Nope. Kia. And then when Bowser comes here, pow. But this is really cool. I'm happy. And I think Riley's gonna be happy. I love this. Look at Bowser. He's like, Rawr. It's just a face with arms. But yeah, and I think we're done, guys. Whoa, slide it off. 1, 2. But yeah, I think we're done, homies. Thank you so much for being here, for listening, for hearing my rambles and my talk. For the one dude in YouTube, what's up? Thanks for coming. For the people in the chats and the Discord, thanks for keeping me company while the kiddo isn't here. I love you guys a lot. And yeah, hopefully we'll buy the next set. And then tomorrow when Riley comes in, I'll surprise her and I'll be like, surprise! And then we'll play around with this and I'll move the camera. I'll move the overhead camera thingy so that we can just play with it and see exactly how it moves and do stuff. And then yeah, hopefully Riley likes it. And then hopefully I get my processor so that way things are a lot smoother. and I want to buy a mic. I want to buy one of those overhead mics. So that way, the sound can be better than what it is right now because it's terrible right now. But but yeah, guys. Other than that, I think we're done. Thank you for spending time with me. It makes things not feel lonely now. But yeah, other than that, thanks.